Welcome back to Coan Creative. Today we'll be making MIRObots. Our inspiration today is from the work of Joan Miro, who used interesting lines and shapes to create the bodies and heads of animals and people. If you look closely, you can see all kinds of animals: birds, fairies, maybe a dog, a horned animal, people upside down, right side up, even more lines and shapes, making up interesting bodies. This is a 2-day project. Day 1, you need white paper, a pencil, and glue. Day 2 is chalk pastel and a tissue. Hey there, Ezra, what are you working on?
Looking at the pictures and drawing the shapes.
Drawing the shapes that you see?
Yeah.
And then when you're done, you're going to practice drawing some lines too. Here are some sample shapes and lines that I observed. Ezra's practice sketches are done, and now he's using just those and nothing else. Think about how to make his own robot out of interesting lines and shapes. It's going to fill up the whole page. Try not to make your lines too close together because we're going to trace these lines with glue. And the smaller your lines are and the closer they are together, the more they're just going to melt together when you cover them in glue. And here we go, ready for glue. Just about any glue would work with this project. We have run out of plain clear glue, so we're using some glittery black. Next, we let them dry until tomorrow. Well, hello there, Ezra.
Good morning.
Oh, it's the next day. Is your picture dry?
Yeah.
It is. Are you ready to color it?
Yeah.
Let's get our chalk pastels and get started.
I'm gonna do this.
Take your chalk pastel and you color inside the shape.
And you can do that.
And you can make it a little bit scribbly because look what happens. Take your finger and you rub it around until it fills the whole shape. Regular sidewalk chalk would work too, but sidewalk chalk doesn't generally have quite as much color. Wipe your fingers off on a tissue between colors. You can also use the tissue, wrap it around your finger, and use that to blend your color. Tap your paper gently on the table if it gets dusty. Why don't we blow the dust into the air, Ezra?
Because when it gets dust in there, we don't want to breathe that dust in.
We don't want to breathe it in, and we also don't want it in our eyes or to blow it in someone else's face. So we tap it onto the table, and this is finished. Now that we're finished, these pictures are beautiful, but they're also very dusty. And if you keep touching them after they're finished, you're going to get the chalk all over yourself. If you have hairspray at home, you could spray them with that, but we use a bit of workable fixative, and I'll show you. You want to do it outside. Take your can, shake it up, get a couple feet away from your picture, and spray lightly. Side to side, up and down. And do a couple coats, let it dry. You're not going to want to bring it in right away because it's kind of smelly stuff. You don't want to breathe it in or smell up your house. It stinks. Let it go outside until it dries.